Hey everyone, welcome back to our TypeScript tutorial series. Today we are going to tackle a common coding problem called length of the last word. Let's get started. So the problem is pretty straightforward. We are given a string and our task is to find the length of the last word in that string. We will discuss two approaches, one without built-in function and the other with built-in functions. Let's try by writing code without relying on any built-in functions. We have a method, length of the last word, that takes a string s as input and returns a number. Okay, this number will be the length of the last word. Inside the method, we will initialize a variable length to 0. It will keep track of the length of the last word. Let length of type number is equal to 0. And next I will declare a variable of type boolean that will keep track if the word is found or if the word is not found. True means that the word we have found. False means we haven't found word. Let found word of type boolean is equal to false. Okay. Here I have initialized two variables. One is length to keep track of the length of the last word. Second, I have initialized a boolean variable found word to track if we have found a word or not. Next, we will declare a for loop that will iterate through the string s from the end using a for loop. For let I equal to s dot length, because we want to start from the right of the string, so I will take the length of the string and then I will minus 1 from it. This will give me the last element of the word or the last index of the word. Next, this loop will run until I is greater than 0 and I minus minus. This means that on every iteration the value of I will be decremented by 1. Next, we have to check if the character is not a space, then we will increment the length variable and will set the found word to true, indicating that we are currently at the last word and there is no trailing spaces. Let's check if s of I is not equal to a blank space or a white space. If it is not, then we will increment the length variable and also we will set the found word variable to true. Okay. Next, we have to check if we encounter a space and found word is true, we will break out the loop. If we encounter a space and haven't found word, so we will again go in the next iteration of the for loop. Else if found word, you do not have to check for if it is equal to true or if it is not equal to true. This will return true or false. If it is true, then break the loop. This is done. Finally, we can return the length variable which contains the length of the last word. After the for loop is finished, we can return the length. Okay, so our code is done. Now let's review it. Okay, let's run. Our case 1 is accepted, case 2 is also accepted, and case 3 is also accepted. Okay, so let's submit the code. Now let's see how we can solve the problem using built-in function. I will comment this out, the entire thing. Let's write. Okay. Inside the method, we will first trim the string to remove any leading and trailing white spaces using the trim method. Next, we will split the trimmed string into an array of words based on spaces using the split method and store it in a variable words. Let's do that. First, I will declare a constant words of type string and a list. This will be equal to, first we will trim to remove any leading or trailing white spaces. Next, we will split the string, trimmed string with the pattern of white space. The split method returns a list of words or list of string. So that's why I have declared the word with a type of string of list. Next, we will check if the list contains word. If the words has something, we will return the length of the last element that is present at the end of the string. If the string is empty, we will return 0. Return words dot length. We will check here. If the length is equal to 0, then we will return 0. If it is not equal to 0, then we will return the words. First we will go into the list, then we have to get the last element. For that, I will write words, the list dot length, words dot length, and then -1. This will give me the last element of the list, which is in our case the requirement. Then I will take the length of this. This line will effectively check if the length of the words is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then return 0. If it has something, then return the length of the last element that is present in the words list. Okay, so now let's run the code. Our code is running. All cases are accepted. So now we can finally submit this code. Our solution is also accepted. Here is a brief summary. In this video, we have discussed the length of the last word problem and explored two different approaches to solve it. One without using the built-in function and other with built-in functions. I hope you found this tutorial helpful.